Happy learning, dear students. Today we will try some problems related to pre-algebra. Let's start with the first question. 99 plus 99 plus 99 plus 101 plus 101 plus 101. Now let's try to solve this problem. So this seems to be a very simple addition where immediately what we tend to do is we tend to add 99 plus 99 first, then again try to add with the third 99. Or in other case, to make it even more simpler, many of us, we will do 3 into 99 plus 3 into 101 and try to solve this. Again, this is one of the very good methodology. But the even more simplest method to solve this is using the commutative property. So what does the commutative property say? A plus B is equal to B plus A. So whenever you have any addition, you can just group the numbers and add so that the addition becomes simpler. Let's try to do it. So we will try to group the numbers 99 plus 101 plus 99 plus 101 plus 99 plus 101. So you can see here I have grouped 99 and 101. The reason is because once you add these numbers, the answer is going to be 200, right? So whenever you look into the problem, there are different approaches to solve it, but we need to find out the easiest methodology in order to get the answer. Okay, so this is one of the simplest method which follows the commutative property. So the answer is going to be 600, right? So this is how we need to approach a problem and solve in pre-algebra. Now let's work on another question. 1999 plus 2001 plus 1999 plus 2001 . Okay, so this is one kind of question which we are going to resolve it now. Fine. So when I look into the question, you can see that the grouping is done already. So you can just add 1999 and 2001. Okay, we will try to group all this as one value. So 1999 plus 2001, it's going to be 4000. So here it's again another 4000, 4000 again, 4000. So what's going to be the answer? So you have 4 different 4s. So it is 4 into 4000. So the answer is going to be 16,000 here, right? So this is how we need to approach the problems. Try to group the values and simplify it. Okay. Now let's go with another question. Three plus 13 plus 23 plus, sorry, let's do it again. Okay. 3 plus 13 plus 23 plus 33 plus 43. Okay. We are going to add this with 7, 17, 27, 37 and 47. Now let's see how to solve this problem. So when we look into the problem, as I've told you already, we need to see whether we can group any numbers, right? So you can see here, whenever I add 3 and 47, my answer is going to be 50, correct? And when I tend to add 13 and 37, the answer is again another 50. 23 plus 27, another 50. 33 plus 17 is another 50. 43 plus 7 is another 50. So this is one methodology of approaching the problem, where you can group the numbers by taking the first number and the last number. So this will not happen always, but we can just give a try. We can try for various methodologies in order to see whether the grouping gets the same answer. So you can see here there are 5 different 5's, right? So it is going to be 5 into 50 and the answer is going to be 250. Okay. Now let's go for the next question. 25 into 17 into 4 into 20. So when we look into this problem, immediately what we tend to do, we tend to multiply 25 and 17, which is really a bit complex for us, right? Again, the same number we tend to multiply with 4 and then with 20. Instead of that, let's approach this problem by taking 25 into 4, because we know that 25 into 4 is obviously 100. 17 into 20. So what's 25 into 4? It's 100. 17 into 20 will be 340. Be careful with the number of zeros. You have totally 3 different zeros present. So see that you are including all the 3 zeros. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. Next one is a bit tedious. Let's understand it. I'm having numbers from 1 to 50. Okay. And then I'm going to add numbers 99 plus 98 and it goes till 50. So now we are given with this question, we call this dot as ellipsis. The meaning of ellipsis is the numbers are proceeding till 50. That's the meaning of this dots. Okay. Right. Now let's try to resolve this problem. So don't get panicked by looking into the question. It's very simple to solve, dears. Let's understand this first. Whenever you are given with the two different groups, the first method which you can try is check for the least number in the first group and check for the highest number in the second group. Okay. This is the first method. There are a lot of methods in which you can approach the problem. The first method is check for the least number in the first group and the highest number in the second group. Take the value 1 plus 99. Replicate the same for the subsequent numbers or consecutive numbers. Now let's start with the number 2. So 2, what is the next highest number? It's 98. The similar thing is going to happen for the remaining numbers, correct? So what's the last number here? Here you have 50. And what's the last number here? Here it's again 50. Okay. After grouping numbers like this, see whether the addition is common for every group. See whether the addition is common. What's 99 plus 1? It's 100. 2 plus 99 is again 100. 97 plus 3 is again 100. And you're going to replicate the same till the last one. So you can see that once I pair the numbers from every group, the value is same, right? If the value is same, then very easily we can solve the problem. Okay. So what's the first method is you need to pick up the lowest number from the first group and the highest number from the second group. Try to add it, replicate the same for all the numbers and see whether you are having a common addition. Once you have the common addition, then our problem is solved. Okay. So you can see that there are hundreds present in every group. Fine. Now, the next question we need to understand is how many pairs are present? That's a big question here, right? So you can see that here you are having 50 numbers. Here you are having 50 numbers. Here again you are having another 50 numbers. So altogether you are having 100 numbers. So when I have 100 numbers, I'm having 100 numbers. I have 2 in each pair. So how many pairs are present altogether? It is 50. How am I getting it as 50? It's 100 by 2, right? So when I divide 100 by 2, I'm getting 50. So the total number of pairs present is 50. So when I have 50 pairs, there are going to be 100 numbers. So what you should write here? You should write 100 into 50. Be careful with the zeros. So the answer is going to be 5000 here. Okay. So whenever you have such problem, identifying the total number of pair is a really complex one. If you get that point, no, it is easy. The another way of looking into the pair is you can simply write this number 50. If you have even distribution of numbers on both the sides, you can simply write that particular number 50 and do it. So I can explain this to you in an even simpler manner with lesser numbers might be. Let us assume you are having 4 flowers, okay? Assume that this is flower. So you have 2 flowers here, 2 flowers here. Altogether, the total number of flowers is 4. How many pairs do you have? You have 2 different pairs. Right? In every pair, you are having 2 flowers. So what is the total number of pairs? You have 2 pairs, right? So how am I taking this? I'm taking 4 divided by 2. Either 4 divided by 2 I'll be taking, or as there are even distribution of flowers on both the sides, I can pick up any one, 2. So that can be the answer. Okay. I'm replicating the same with the higher numbers as well. Okay. So it is left to you. Either you can take it on the least number, or you can have the total numbers divided by 2 and then use it in your problem. Both just mean the same. Okay. Fine. Now let's go with another question. One into 100 into 2 into 50, 4 into 25, 5 into 20. So when you look into this problem, immediately you can group all this, right? The reason is because 1 into 100 is 100, 50 into 2 is 100 again, 25 into 4 is 100, 5 into 20 is 100 again. So be careful with the zeros. 1, 2 zeros are included. Next, try to include these 2 zeros. So altogether you will have 8 zeros. Okay. So this is how you need to approach this problem.